Hello everybody and welcome to the 500th video on the channel, but more importantly, another list video. Just want to give some shout outs to Smazzo Bazzo, which is one of my super Patreons, Kiro Kyle, who does great things on streams at Twitch, Marcenia, which is Marcenya, who also does things on Twitch, Saya the Jin, and as well Bellywash, who was a Patreon, as well as Pink Daddy, who also was a super Patreon, because they allowed me to have so much fun, as well as Cairo Goose, and they've been supporting the channel so much, so thank you so much. 500th video, thought I would shout you out. But secondarily, this video is a tier list video. We're going to be going over the top 5 doggos in zombies, not including the super hard mega Easter egg space dog. Look it up if you're interested. That would be an honorable mention. But since I use footage only that I gather, I'm not playing BO3 Moon and doing a super hard Easter egg thingy to get a dog that is also very hard to see. I don't have the time for that. However, let's get into the list anyway. So, at number 5, we have the Black Ops 2 Hellhound. Now, a lot of you might be saying, Black Ops 2 has Hellhounds? Yes, as a mutation, or a, add-on in the custom game mode in BO2 for the survival maps. So essentially basically just town, farm, those maps. You can have Hellhounds on, and they act exactly as they do in Black Ops 1. I honestly even think they use the same model. Like, it's that similar. But yeah, so essentially, the first time you, the first round that they are active, they have around 450 health, which is the same as a round 3 zombie, and then they have the same health as a round 6 to 7 zombie, the next time you see them, which will probably be around round 11 or 12, and then essentially, yeah, it keeps going like that, it keeps increasing at that type of level, so they're not too scary overall, but they are fast. But in this game as well, one, you don't actually ever have to see them because of the fact that they are just a mutator, they're not actually part of the base game. But secondarily, they're so easy to take care of, especially when you have Galvanuckles, because Galvanuckles, even until round 23, well no, I think on round 23 they don't one-shot, but they might. I'd have to look at the footage, and you can see the footage right now. But like, the Galvanuckles were fucking them up. There's only 2 of them at a time. There's no point in the gameplay where they randomly just spawn in casually. So it's not like they're gonna fuck you up with your training or anything like that. So overall, pretty basic zombie doggo. At number 4, we have the Black Ops 1 Hellhound. And it's kind of the same thing where you don't really see this one. If we discount the imported maps of obviously Shinonuma and Doris, it's only on Kino. And although Kino is a very popular, like, fun, casual map, it doesn't mean that, the zombie dogs, Hellhounds, really do much for it. And they do kind of feel kind of like, oh, cool, I can get more ammo for my Thunder Gun kind of thing, less than a, oh shit, we might actually have to, pair up in this one if you're doing co-op or something. Or, like maybe go for the teleporter on Kino. Like, there's nothing about the dog round that makes you feel intimidated at all. It is nice though, they do help you a lot, which is really awesome, so there is a lot of benefits and cool fun stuff. I think that's also something that has to be considered as well, as how useful they are. Because they're dogs. Dogs are always useful because they're wholesome. And in this game, hey, they're kind of useful, but at the same time I don't see too many people talking about the imported versions of the maps. Most people will just play World of War anyway, because it's pretty much the same price as that DLC just to buy World of War, and then hey, you can experience the entire game, the campaign, but also the zombies in its original, state. But yeah, so I think BO1 Zombies, the Hellhound, is kind of just okay. In the number 3 spot, ironically, is Black Ops 3. So this is actually something super surprising. They can kill, as you can probably see by the footage. When I was doing this, I was doing a knife test, and that's how I know how much health they have, because the knife does 150 damage, and it took 3 knives to kill them. So they have basically 450 health, or 400 health, or it doesn't really matter. But essentially, with the Black Ops 3 Hellhounds, they actually fucked me up because they attack faster and they move faster. They have like a way more aggressive AI, which actually allows them to do way more shit to you than I was even expecting. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. And it's so funny that a lot of people, at least for a while, were saying that BO3 zombie dogs were the most pathetic, when actually, yet again, crazy Cody moment where I debunk a casual community thing, they're kind of the best version of the dog, because they're actually way more aggressive and they attack faster. So if you're only at your knife's wit, then you're actually fucked, unlike every other dog in the series. There's also the problem where it still only appears on the same amount of maps. However, I see a lot more people doing the Giant and Kino than imported Doris and Kino. So I see a lot more ideas of people actually playing those maps and therefore actually, you know, witnessing and experiencing this enemy. And as well in BO3 with the crazy, you know, zombie speeds and aggression, in the Giant you can actually get fucked by a zombie dog pathing in a weird way and then blocking you and then getting yourself cornered, because the Giant doesn't actually have Widow's Wine, so there is no major overall save me tool other than, you know, gobble guns and everything else that it has. But yeah, because of that, you can actually get fucked pretty easily by the dogs, and that's also another reason why it is so high. But for number 2, we have the World at War Hellhounds, the first one they were introduced. Fun fact, in their sniffing phase or non-fiery phase, they actually are immune to damage for 1 hit. Any weapon that does 2 hits or like hits multiple times, like a shotgun, or weapons that, you know, have like splash damage on top of the normal damage that they do, actually will basically still kill the fuck out of a dog. But other weapons, like a Magnum or hell, a PTRS sniper rifle, it actually ignores the damage completely, and it's actually really funny to see people's reaction to this. There's a few content creators who I've watched play and like do like maybe like a sniper video on zombies, like Tim Hansen and the like, and then they like, you know, snipe a dog and then it doesn't do any damage, and they're like, what the fuck? It's so funny. Also, you know, World of War is a bit glitchy with the collisions, so as well, same thing with BO3. When you're looping on Doris, they could fuck you up pretty easily, but other than that, they're pretty okay, they're pretty fine. But on Shino Numa, God are they a menace. There is no instant quick revive like there are in BO1 and BO3. Shino Numa is infinitely easier on BO1 and BO3. For perks at least, for the dogs, the setup. Because if you're not lucky enough for your first hut to be Jug, you have to go through an entire dog round with only 2 hit points. Dogs do actually 0.75 hit of damage, I believe. So it's actually 3 hits from a dog. However, if 2 dogs come and hit you, they both hit you, you take out one of them and then the other one hits you, you're dead. And because that's actually a real threat as well, that's why they have to be the highest out of all the Hellhounds on this list. But at number 1, I think we all know, is something I only experienced for the first time today of this recording. And that is the Mob of the Dead dogs on the walls. Basically like this essential trial thing to get the Hell's Retriever, which then turns into the Redeemer. And man, it's so fun, just like, I think it's cute the first time. With the dragons into Eisendrach, I think it's, who cares? Even though you get a way better reward in that one. I think the idea here of it being dogs and you're literally feeding them and they're like, om nom nom, yay. I think it's really cute. With the dragons, it really doesn't, like, there's no charm to it. But with the Hellhounds, there's actually a whole lot of charm. And talking about benefits, they give you the Hell's Retriever, which is an absolutely amazing secondary tool for the player to be able to use. So they basically give you the best type of reward, honestly. But yeah, that was the list. I hope you all had an absolutely wonderful day. And I hope you all really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for all the people who've been supporting me throughout the years. And yeah, I hope you all enjoy a lot of the projects that I have planned for the future. Have a lovely day.